You can spot me in the city building lobby with a sword off shot. He's screaming, drop it, this a robbery.
What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz, the adult. First and foremost, I want to say R.I.P. to Craig Mack. Word up, no rap, no crap, you bore me. Want to grab my too lazy, hold it for me. Flavor in your ear, that was the man right there, man. Peace and love to him. So I received an inbox in my Facebook from one of my subscribers, Kareem Austin. Shout out to you. All right, and Kareem Austin says, if they don't make another fight night, would you like to see a more upgraded, updated version, brand new Knockout King video game? What would be your thoughts on that? So Kareem, I'm not going to actually answer that question directly, but what it did was it inspired this vlog. It made me look back at the other Knockout Kings. It made me look back at all of the fight nights, really all of the major boxing games from EA Sports, and put together a list of what I liked about each one, and hopefully we can have that incorporated in the new fight night game or the new EA boxing game. So starting with Knockout Kings 2000, Mills Lane. Mills Lane was the referee. Duh, to have a true licensed referee, that was awesome. I don't know why they got away from that. So case in point, can you imagine Steve Willis in the new fight night game? You know, you get hit with the counter and Steve Willis is like, ah, shit. Please give me Steve Willis. Another thing that happened in Knockout Kings 2000 was if you get hit with a clean enough shot, it doesn't matter if you're winning or losing. If you get hit with a clean enough shot right on the button, your mouthpiece can fly out. I like that animation. Now, I'm not saying don't overdo it where it's raining mouthpieces, but I'm saying, you know, every so often, if you get hit with a very clean shot, that's a good feeling to knock somebody's mouthpiece out. In Knockout Kings 2001, Jimmy Lennon Jr. was announcing the fights. That brought a different atmosphere, an atmosphere of authenticity. Also in 2001, the judges were announced. So at the beginning of your fight, they listed who the judges were. That was awesome. In Knockout Kings 2002, I think that had the best footwork. Think about the fight nights. It's really two-dimensional. Regardless of how the screen, how you feel you moving around the ring, the perspective is of a two-dimensional. You still on one side and the fighter's on the other side. Unless somebody is like moving too much and you end up on the other side and you don't fight on that side. So it's kind of annoying. So everybody's trying to work to get back to the position that they're used to fighting. In the Knockout Kings 2002, you were actually hopping around the guy. You can actually be behind the guy. If your footwork is good enough, you can move to the side and that guy has to turn around. Now, I love that. So in this, check out this video. Look at how Muhammad Ali is hopping around Lennox Lewis. He actually can end up behind Lennox Lewis. Now, I'm saying I really love that because let's just say the new fight night has Lomachenko. Lomachenko is great, his side movement. I think it would bring some great authenticity if you have Lomachenko and you can hop around the fighter, hit him with a body punch, hop back around. That'll be beautiful. In Fight Night 2004, what they had was that I really like. They showed the punch stats in between the rounds. I think that was great because in Fight Night Champion, you kind of saw the only indicator of how well you're really doing was after the third round, right? Where they show what the judges believe you're, winning or losing. With the punch stats in between each round, you just know how well you're doing. It kind of helps dictate how you approach the next round. Fight Night Round 2, they had the toggles. I'm not a big toggle guy, but the further you bring the punch back on the toggle, the harder the shot was. So you can actually control how far back you bring the punch. That was good. Instead of the modifier, you were bringing the punch back further. You can actually let it go and it doesn't punch. You would have to bring it back and bring it forward. So you can just feint. You can move around and feint a punch and make them go block to the body and then throw a punch to the head. that acts as a great wrinkle. So now you have Fight Night round 3. You had the cut man in the corner. You actually had that at Fight Night round 2 also, but I like the way they did it in Fight Night round 3. Fight Night round 4. I think that was actually the weakest Fight Night. But I know that there's people who are huge fans of Fight Night round 4. And what I liked about Fight Night round 4 was it was more explosive than all the other fight nights. The way the punches came out, how they sound, it was just more explosive. And I think that has something to do with the fact that Mike Tyson was added to the game. Let's say you throw 2 right hooks. It came out quicker, like bam, bam, and you can hear it. You know, it just sounds more explosive than the next fight night, than Fight Night Champion. As far as Fight Night Champion, what I liked about that was they took the parry away. That was great. I mean, I just didn't like the over animation of the parry. So they parry in boxing in real life, but you know, no one gets parried and then you're stuck doing some weird. I like that they took the parry away. Another thing with Fight Night Champion is the animation of how your punches came out was the best. So that's my list. Please comment down below. Let me know what you like about the Knockout Kings, elements that you liked about Fight Night, anything that I missed, or anything that you disagree with. Let me know in the comments, because what we're trying to do is give EA Sports some ideas. But this is my list on what I think they did well. If you have ideas, if you have things that you saw, anything I missed, please comment below. And don't forget, subscribe and share. ShowBizz the Adult. I'm out.
City building lobby with a sawed-off shot. He screaming, drop it, this a robbery.